Hello there, singing friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Mickey here, your friendly neighborhood singing coach. Today I'm going to be doing a Patreon request from Mike German, and he asked that I look at Heaven and Hell, Black Sabbath, Die Young. And he's given us some really interesting background information, so I'm going to read to you what he wrote. He writes, in 2009, Heaven and Hell, aka Black Sabbath with Dio singing, performed the song Die Young. In this performance, all three members of Tony Iommi, Ronnie James Dio, and Geezer Terry Butler were well into their 60s. By this time, of course, Iommi had long been established by metal fans as the man who started true modern metal in 1970. In this video, we see the great mutual affection between him and the huge crowd of European metal fans. Also, this was recorded just a few months before Ronnie Dio died of stomach cancer. From what I understand, he was doubled over in pain backstage at these shows before going on. Yet here he came out and gave every bit of a performance that he had in him like a true professional. Also notice that bassist Geezer Butler is getting emotional towards the end of the song when the camera shows a close-up of his face. Okay, so let's check out this performance. Again, this is Heaven and Hell, or Black Sabbath, with Dio singing, and the song is Die Young from 2009.
Yo. This next track, once again from the album Heaven and Hell. Have so many good songs on that album, we decided we'd like to do a lot of them for you. Gives me a chance to introduce to you the brilliant Tony Iommi. And for you, he's going to play Die Young. This one, John.
Very cool. I'm just gonna stop it there for a moment because I don't want to get flagged by YouTube. So there's a lot to say about this. I'm gonna try to not speak for too long. But one thing that I love is just seeing like the crowds at a festival like this and how surreal it must be to play to that many people. I wonder if it's like, I mean, Tony Iommi is such a professional, and he is obviously so relaxed, you know, and able to really improvise. And I wonder if he like ever still gets nervous before he performs, or if being in front of a crowd of people this large, it's almost like your brain can't even like comprehend or pick out the individual in the crowd because it's such a like sea of people. And I wonder if that's like less nerve-wracking than playing to a small crowd. I would imagine so, you know? I love his tone, his guitar tone, and I really love his note choices. He does have some very virtuosic passages, but it doesn't feel like masturbatory, you know? Like a lot of times when you hear metal guitarists play, they'll play the same riff over and over again, and it's all about like how many notes you can fit in and how fast your fingers can fly, but there's no real like artistry, you know? And here it's like every note has a purpose, and that's really cool. And the only other thought I wanted to mention is the song is called Die Young, and knowing that Dio died shortly after this is pretty sad, especially since they were in their 60s, you know? It's like, it's so funny how your perspective on like what is young changes as you get older, you know what I mean? Like I remember thinking like 30 was like so old when I was a kid, and now I'm like 60s is like young to die, you know? It's like, it's pretty sad that his life was cut short like that, and to lose the talent that he was, you know? And just to like also be like, to know that your death is imminent and still to like be doing what you love, and you really can't tell at all that he's ill. So that's really impressive. All right, I've talked for long enough. Let's go. Very, very cool. Sorry to pause it again, but I just wanted to mention, you know, a little bit about the singing. Obviously, he has such a powerful voice, and it's interesting to know that he had stomach cancer, and that's what he passed away from. I know you don't sing from your stomach, really, you know what I mean? But it really is like your powerhouse, your abs, you know? And so to have such a powerful voice when you're dying of stomach cancer is just a testament to like what a professional he was, and just what a strong voice he had in general, you know, because that's really where your power comes from. And he's got a really rich, full-bodied, dark, low-seated voice, you know, like it's really coming from like the ground up, and it's his belt is like amazing. So yeah, the singing is really cool.
Die young, can't you hear the writing in the air? Die young, gonna die young. Someone stopped the fear. shoot and you run, you run, you run. Live for today, tomorrow never can. Die young, yeah, die young, yeah, die young, yeah, die young, die young, die young, die young, die young, die young, die young. Well, bloody dog, thank you. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very, very cool. I mean, he certainly doesn't seem like somebody that's months away from passing away. The energy is like off the charts, you know, and I don't know if he was like undergoing chemo at this point or what, but just to like be able to summon that presence is really impressive. I mean, I'm sure he's feeding off the energy of the crowd and everything, but still, it's very, very impressive. His voice sounds great. You know, I loved like the rock and roll screams and things. He had some very cool runs in there. Whoa, right at one point. And, you know, I think about like in a stadium concert like this, how impersonal it could be, you know, because there are so many people and you're so far away from the stage potentially, and yet they brought so much to the performance that it feels very intimate in a way, you know. And it's like you go to a concert now in like an arena or whatever, and a lot of times it's like a DJ or something, and it just feels much less personal. It feels much more impersonal, you know what I mean? And like low effort. And maybe that's just like my bias because, you know, when I really came online and was like listening to music was like in the 90s and early 2000s. And this is much more my speed. Like I really love rock and live music. And so obviously I have a bias towards that. But yeah, it's very, very cool to see. So thank you so much for sharing, Mike. I think it's also just like a really interesting song topic, you know, given that he did pass away shortly after this was released. So yeah, it makes me think about all of our mortality. But it's nice to know that the music lives on and he's immortalized in that way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys here next time. Until then, take care, and of course, happy singing. Bye.